Okay, so we are now going to our main event, why we have gathered here. So we all know the reason behind it. So, but just a formal welcome from our side to everybody who have gathered here today. And without wasting much of time, first I would like to invite Mr. Pudume sir, sir for the who is the executive director of RedR India, to give us the welcome address.
Thank you so much, Analia, and thank you and welcome everyone. We are going to spend about 75 minutes to 90 minutes together, and it is an annual occasion on the foundation day of RedR India. RedR India is 23 years old, and it has brought in the best in most of us. And I'm really glad that today so many of you have joined, and probably a few more will continue to join. During this event, we are here to thank each other, support each other, and also to find new opportunities and avenues through which we can collaborate. I'll also, during my discussion, I'm also going to say some of the areas where RedR members could come forward and support and strengthen RedR. So with these thoughts, let me close here so that we can start the program immediately. Once again, welcome everyone and a very happy birthday to RedR India.
Thank you so much, sir. We have now we have officially opened the event, but even though this is an online event, we know that all the offline events or any sessions or any events, we start with lamp lightning. So even though it is an online session, a little dramatic, we wanted to do an online lamp lightning. So we have a very small video, and I request Murthy to play that video for everybody. Thank you, Murthy. It was a small, simple gesture to invite everybody to this event. And now I would like to take you to the next part of the session. That is, we know that some stories are best told by the people who live them. And that is why we have a small video. That is, we named it as Members' Voices, where our own members who are part of the RedR India, we will be explaining and telling about their experience of being part of this organization.
Hi, this is Jolly Shah. I work for UNOCHA based in Kyiv, Ukraine at the moment, covering the Central West hub of UNOCHA. I have been associated with RedR for more than 2.5 decades now. I have been a member since the founding of RedR India, and before that also RedR UK, and also been a chief trainer.
Hi, my name is Rahul Pandit, and I am a RedR member and trainer. I've been associated with RedR since 2004 when I attended the first training on team safety and security.
My association with RedR began in 2008 when I met Sarabjit Singh, the former executive director of RedR, in Kathmandu, Nepal during the WASH Cluster Coordinator training. Subsequently, I was nominated to facilitate a training on WASH in emergency in Yogyakarta, Indonesia, followed by a couple of other trainings in Bangladesh in 2009.
Hello everyone. It gives me great pleasure to join the RedR India family in celebrating this special anniversary.
Hi, नमस्ते. मेरा नाम मनीष मेहता है और मैं अभी फ्रेड होलोस फाउंडेशन यूके में बेस्ड हूँ और रेडार से मैं बहुत पहले जुड़ा जब रेडार बन रहा था इंडिया में, और सरबजीत सर जो है वो उसको बिल्ड कर रहे थे, तो तभी मैं उनके साथ जुड़ा। शुरू में 2003 में पहले ट्रेनिंग लिया और 2004 के शुरू में मैं ज्वाइन किया सरबजीत सर के साथ पुणे ऑफिस में ट्रेनिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर। मैं और विनय साथ जुड़े, शायद हम लोग दो पहले थे ट्रेनिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर रेडार के।
I've been working, I worked with RedR, did training work with RedR India, met RedR India in the field, met RedR UK in the field, and did training work with RedR India and RedR UK. And then I've been working for 25 years in the sector and helped, with the support of RedR India, helped start RedR Indonesia, and with some amazing Indonesians who run RedR Indonesia.
Hi, I'm Asha. I've been part of RedR India for past 10 years now. It's been a decade of journey. I cherish being part of RedR family. I got associated with it as a member. Post my last regular job assignment, I'm currently freelancing.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम अखिलेश है। मैं रेडार इंडिया के साथ में 2019 से 21 तक एज अ स्टाफ काम कर रहा था और उसके बाद से एज अ मेंबर मैं एसोसिएटेड हूँ।
From RedR, I've learned valuing individual connections and never to stop learning, and I apply this in my professional domain.
मैंने सीखा बहुत रेडार से, और फ्रेंकली स्पीकिंग कि मेरा जो इंटरनेशनल डिप्लॉयमेंट के लिए जो तैयारी करना चाहिए और जो प्रिपेयर होना चाहिए, वो सरबजीत सर को क्रेडिट जाता है पूरा 100%, क्योंकि उन्होंने मुझे बहुत सिखाया क्या सोचना, कैसे करना, क्या एटीट्यूड, क्या तैयारियां, अ बिग डिफरेंस। ओके, और ये हम्बलनेस और रेडीनेस टू सपोर्ट, ये दो चीजें जो है वो रेडार से मैंने सीखी और वो आज भी कंटिन्यू है।
Wherever I go, there's a RedR community. I'm immediately accepted into that community. I remember wandering around in southern Bangladesh in the Cox's Bazar camps, and the RedR network there, the alumni network, was critical to my success in working in those camps. I remember the same thing when I was up in Nepal, working with RedR on training for recovery from Nepal. The list goes on and on and on. RedR has been an essential part of my career, and I think it's an essential part of the entire humanitarian sector.
I have a very beautiful memories with the staff as well as with some of the members I got to work with during my time period as a staff.
So it really helped me to grow, broaden my understanding of the humanitarian work, and connect with professionals who inspired me along the way. Today, as I work as Global Advisor, Disaster Risk Reduction, Climate Change and Incident Reaction based in Berlin, I actually continue to carry many of those lessons with me.
Trainer, my key learning at RedR has been essential of humanitarian practice and training of trainers, which I believe has been the foundation stone of my career and also work throughout, which I have carried forward in my 26 years of humanitarian career, where it shaped me as a good trainer, good mentor and capacity builder in various roles that I have done in this career that I have had so far.
Following the large-scale Rohingya influx in Bangladesh, I had the opportunity to join a RedR training team led by Tanaji Sen. Together we delivered 3 tailored training programs for journalists, civil society representatives, first responders, and government officials. This experience strengthened my technical knowledge, facilitation skill, confidence, and ability to communicate complex humanitarian issues to diverse audiences. More importantly, RedR India connected me with a community of committed humanitarian professionals and reinforced my belief in preparedness, collaboration, and continuous learning.
रेडार इंडिया ने मेरी डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट सेक्टर में जो मेरी प्रेजेंस रही है उसमें बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले किया है। आज जो भी हम डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट इकोसिस्टम में काम कर रहे हैं उसमें वो जो फाउंडेशनल लर्निंग है और जो एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं, पर्सपेक्टिव्स हैं, वो बहुत हेल्पफुल रहे हैं।
Since that RedR has given me immense opportunities of traveling not just within India, but all over South Asia, in Nepal and Bangladesh, quite a few of the other places, to deliver trainings and to provide consultancies to multiple organizations. It's been a privilege meeting with so many of you out there since the last 22 years, and it's been an immense pleasure getting to know all the humanitarian and development workers who have been associated with RedR India for all these years, very many years.
I feel proud to remain an active RedR member and deeply grateful for the role it has played in shaping my journey.
It's a joy and a pleasure, and I wish RedR India the very best on its anniversary and for the years to come. Thank you so very much.
एनिवर्सरी जो रेडार की हम हर साल मनाते हैं उसके उपलक्ष्य पर हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं.
I congratulate whole RedR family on its anniversary and wish that we are going to see a lot more achievements for RedR India.
I congratulate to the whole RedR India family on its important milestone, and I really wish you many more years of learning, service, and meaningful humanitarian impact.
Amazing work by amazing people that's had an impact all around the world. Right now I'm on the other side of the planet responding to a disaster in the field, and RedR is one of the enabling factors for that. I can't thank RedR enough, and congratulations to all of everything you do.
Thank you so much. And I would like to express our gratitude to Miss Valerie Agarwal who has put this video together and connected with people and getting their videos. So we express our thanks to her. And now we are moving to the next part. That is, we have our own elders here who have shaped the RedR's journey in a very different ways. So for that, first I would like to invite Mr. Sarabjit Singh Sahota to talk with us. Over to you, sir. Sir, you're muted.
Okay, is it working?
Yes, sir, it's fine.
Wonderful. So thank you for inviting me again. I am in the elders category now. Good to know that. Yeah, but I still am very much involved in the sector, and wish everyone all the best. Those who are still leading us from the front, all the next generation of RedR members, and it's a membership organization, so I think secretariat plays a small role. So we still, I'm greatly hopeful that we'll find a new tribe of humanitarians. We still rely a lot on the old ones like me, but we're looking forward to having more younger generation of humanitarians joining us. Enjoy your work and stay inspired. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Now I would like to invite Mr. Tanaji Sen. Over to you, sir.
Hi, Nadia. Sorry, my connection is really bad. But I must say that I definitely am not an elder, just another person who's been on this journey
I
with RedR.
take
Unlike
my word that
Sarabjit ji, who we can, I shouldn't make these jokes, but anyways, it's a pleasure to be on this call and to join you all. I will hopefully be able to switch on my video in another 20, 30 minutes, but I have very poor connectivity right now. I mean, I guess as with so many of our members that we heard a short while back, RedR has been an instrumental part of my career, of the people I know, the friends we have made, and the journey that we continue on. And as always, RedR will have the best of my wishes and always in my thoughts. And it's good to see so many members who are in different parts of the world continuing the work that we aspire to do and have been shaped to do through our time and work in RedR. So thank you. We'll join you all again with the video in another few minutes from now. Back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to next invite Mr. Prasad Sevekari. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Anadia, for putting me in the league of the elders and the not so elders. I don't mind being called as an elder. Gray hair is an indicator, if not anything else. But when you start calling elders, it means that you've been shunted out to being a Margadarshak Mandal. So I don't know if Puthumai is keen on that, but yeah, that's something we need to keep abreast with whatever is happening around. So Puthumai, point is noted. First of all, happy 23rd birthday to all the RedR India members. I see Bali here, who has become a rock star for RedR now. I see many others, Tanaji as well, and I would have liked to have had. I mean, had he had his video on, we would have seen whether his beard has turned a little gray or not. I mean, to be fitting into the league, though I'm clean shaven. Forget that.
In 20 minutes, you can judge.
Oh my God! What kind of a potion that you have that in 20 minutes you could turn into an elder?
The internet will be there.
Good to be here. Good to be part of this group. I thought that I would take this opportunity, Puthumai, to just give a few tips about what I'd been thinking when you asked me to be part of it. Well, I mean, I was preceded by Sarabjit and Tanaji, and I think that Analia and others, those who are organizing this event, I don't know how much time do I have? Puthumai? Or it's already... Puthumai.
Time is up.
Go ahead. Another 5 minutes.
Time is up.
Yeah, I thought so that I've crossed my limits.
Sir, you can go on 5 more minutes. Sir.
So 5 minutes, okay, that makes sense. 5 minutes more, okay. I'll try to keep it in 5 minutes. I think that I'm happy to see you, but I would have been happier if I could have seen. I mean, you talked about 270 odd members. I see 38. The number seems to be increasing. I see 38 over here. I don't know how many of them were there yesterday, but getting these members, we keep on talking about this membership strength. It's an our asset, and Sarabjit also said that it's a roster organization and all. So I would urge Puthumai and the secretariat here, Meghna, the longest serving RedR staff, to think about something like a roster capacity audit. I mean, we claim to be having 270 members, but we don't know how many of them are active, how many of them have upgraded their own skills to be abreast with whatever is happening in terms of the context and in terms of our own. Well, are we relevant? Is this big force of 270 or whatever is there? Is it relevant and good enough to respond to the emerging complexities of humanitarian disasters? happening all around, not only in India, but also globally. Think of it that 10 years ago it was Gaza, which was a prolonged conflict. And I see that in last 5 years and in last 5 months more so, things have turned globally in such a way that seeds have been sown for more and more prolonged conflicts. And not only Russia, Ukraine, Jolly is there, a good friend, and a steady support for RedR. Iran, Yemen, and the entire West Asia, which is wrongly called as Middle East. But do we have people who would be able to talk about, work upon the emerging concerns in these areas? I think please think about how you could look into the roster capacity audit so that when we announce, when we declare that we have 270 members, we should be able to also tell that we have members who are skilled and expert in these all allied capacities in the same breath. So that's something which maybe you could think over, since we are into this process already. We have got the NDMA roster up as well, not yet running really. We have our own roster, but we need to see as to how amalgamation happens, and amalgamation of capacities and skills as well. So that's something which I would definitely like to appeal to you and all others as well. And there are a few other things which I had thought, but I'll just mention, and then should the time permit and should the interest be still there, I'll come back again. I was thinking about how we could repackage the preparedness. I went and watched the movie Odissi, so I thought that could there be any Trojan horse that you could think of, Pudumai and others, in such a way that we could get the preparedness and capacity building into that Trojan horse and into the camps of the CSRs. How is that possible? What is it that you could think of? So this preparedness Trojan horse is second thing, and third thing is about we were talking about this digital delivery platforms. We have started. We have launched the digital delivery platform. We have thought about making our own resource persons digital delivery experts. Let us step back and see as to how much of this promise is being fulfilled and what else do we need to do so that we could even be more appealing to the catchphrase now, which is Gen Z. And all of us, all those that are talking about the disasters and all, Sarabji to Rahul Pandits and others, it's a generation that has seen things happening in the past 20 years ago. So we need people who are active, and we need people who would become more active in future. So how would this digital delivery platform be more attractive for the Gen Z is something which needs to be seen as well. So these three messages or other appeals from my side to the RedR executive. Thank you for inviting me. I'll comment upon rest of the things or these if required later. Thank you for inviting me, more so because I have not held any executive directorial positions like the two esteemed gentlemen who spoke for a while before me. Since they were directors, they spoke little. Since I wasn't, I took a longer time. So thank you very much. That's all from me. Once again, a very happy birthday to you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for all your reflections. I think Sarabjit sir has something to say. He has raised his hand. Sir, would you like to speak?
No, I think Prasad gave us a good idea about Gen Z, and from experience, we know that Gen Z loves to do on and off work. They don't want to be stuck in one place. So humanitarian work is largely on and off. Sometimes you are on an emergency, you work for 2-3 months, then you come back. So I think this might be a very appealing proposition for the Gen Z. How do we reach them? How do we speak to them? I think that's a bigger challenge. um, where do you find them, and so on and so forth. But right now they are in good demand. So please try implement the ideas which Prasad has given you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So now I would like to invite our project leads, F. So first, I would like to invite Mr. Pradeep Bhardwaj to express his views on today's session. Over to you, sir.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Right. Thank you.
Visible as well.
Well, there's a problem with the internet. The entire area around my house is flooded since last Thursday, and the internet is very slow. A lot of issues there. So I'm afraid the video won't be possible today. Well, Pudumai has asked me to speak about what it's like working with government of Assam. I'll briefly talk about that. Well, governments aren't all the same. Every state has its own way of doing things, its own history, its own institutional culture, its own priorities. And I think that's something we sometimes forget. Now, over the last 5 months, I've been working quite closely with the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, ASTMA, under the Assam Integrated River Basin Management Program. RedR India is the technical partner for the village level task force training program. Now, we are only about a third of the way through the assignment. It's a 15-month program, and we have completed roughly 5 months. So I don't have the ending of the story yet. In fact, I think the most interesting part is still waiting for us. But the first 5 months have been fascinating. Not because we have produced reports or training modules. Those are important, of course, but because they have reminded why working with government is unlike working with almost anybody else. One thing I've learned over the years, and I seem to keep relearning it, is that technical expertise by itself isn't enough. Humanitarian professionals love solutions. Honestly, they do. Give them a problem, and within an hour, they have designed a workshop, prepared a PowerPoint, written a concept note, and they are already discussing implementation. Assam reminded me, once again, that the first responsibility of a humanitarian professional isn't to advise, it's to understand. Now I know that sounds obvious, but it's surprisingly easy to forget. So where did we begin? Not with training, not with manuals, not even with the modules. Our team began by listening. We carried out a training needs assessment. We met officials at the state level, district administrations, community representatives, village volunteers, and we listened, really listened, because no amount of technical expertise can replace local experience. And here's what struck me. Communities in Assam don't need anybody to explain floods to them. They have lived with floods for generations. They understand the rivers, they understand the warning signs, they understand the risks. What they often need is something else. Perhaps a little more structure, clearer roles, some additional technical skills, and a common framework that helps everyone work together when any emergency actually happens. Now, that may sound like a small distinction. It isn't, because once you start from listening instead of assuming, the entire program begins to evolve differently. And then, of course, the field had its own ideas. After doing this kind of work for quite a few years, I've stopped being surprised when the field changes my plans. In fact, if the field doesn't change my plans, I start worrying that I haven't spent enough time there. Because a field has an extraordinary ability to expose assumptions that no amount of desk research ever will. I'll give you an example. When we first looked at the implementation plan, I actually liked it. It was neat, logical, everything had a place, village level trainings, timelines, schedules. It all looked very sensible until our team visited the villages. And suddenly the questions became completely different. Where are the participants actually going to sit? Where will the trainers stay? Can neighboring villages travel here easily? What happens during the monsoon? Is there reliable electricity? Now, those aren't particularly exciting questions, but they are the questions that decide whether a program works or doesn't. So, we came back, sat down with the SDMA, looked at what we had learned, and said, maybe we need to rethink this. Not because the original plan was wrong, but reality had given us better information. And that's how the cluster based training approach evolved further. To me, that's what good program management looks like. Not defending your first idea, but improving it because the objective never changed, only the pathway did. People also ask me whether working with government is difficult. Now, I don't think that's the right way of looking at it because government works differently. And I think it should. Because government carries responsibilities that humanitarian organizations and consultants or professionals simply don't. It has to consult, it has to build consensus, it has to satisfy administrative procedures, financial procedures, multiple stakeholders. Now, does that sometimes affect timelines? Of course it does. But those same processes are also what give legitimacy to public programs and accountability. One thing experience teaches is that if you spend your energy fighting the system usually wins. It's far more productive to understand how the system works and then become. I've genuinely appreciated while working with the STMA. There's been a willingness to have conversations, to debate ideas, to question assumptions, to ask, is there a better way? Those are always good conversations to have. One of the reasons I've always enjoyed working in disaster management is that it forces you to think in systems. A flood, for example, isn't just water. It's transport, it's public health, it's drinking water, it's shelter, it's governance, it's communication, it's community leadership. Pull one thread and the whole system begins to move. Which is why I never really thought of capacity building as simply teaching people. Because ultimately, capacity building isn't really about teaching people, it's about strengthening systems. It's about helping institutions work together, helping communities organize themselves, helping government departments, technical agencies, and local volunteers understand one another's roles before an emergency happens, not during one. And when that happens, the impact is usually much greater than any individual training session. So, where does that leave us today? Well, the listening is complete, the training needs assessment is complete, the Assam specific training modules have been developed, we have completed the training of trainers program, and now the real work begins. Over the coming months, we'll start working directly with the village level task forces in 50 flood prone villages across 10 districts in Assam. And that's where all the planning, all the discussions, all the assumptions will meet reality. And honestly, that's the part I'm looking forward to the most. Because that's where we'll all discover whether we got it right or what we still need to improve. So if you ask me what working with the government of Assam has been like, I'd probably say this. It's reminded me that good public programs aren't built on expertise alone. They are built on listening, they are built on trust, They are built on patience, they are built on evidence, and they are built on the willingness to change your mind when the field teaches you something new. We are only 5 months into the journey, so I don't know how the story will end. But maybe ask me again in another 10 months. I have a feeling that the second half of the story is going to be even more interesting than the first. That's all I have to say about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Pradeep ji. Very inspiring.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Annie ma'am to share her CQRT stories.
Hello, everyone. I hope I'm audible, Analia.
Yes, ma'am. But you can be a little bit more louder.
Okay.
It is voice is little less.
Okay. Hopefully, I'm loud enough now.
Yes, Annie. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking after Pradeep, I don't know why I'm surprised, but each time I make this mistake of saying I'll speak after Pradeep. And then I end up thinking, why the hell did I do it? It's so difficult to live up to his kind of oratorial skills. Anyway, so I am handling the CQRT program in Assam, just the way Pradeep is handling the VLTF program in Assam. And the first thing that I would like to say about this has been a reality check for me, in the sense, as a part of RedR, as a part of a so-called consultancy group. We have been used to just going there, assessing the system, developing a bucket list of things that we need to do without actually looking at what are the field realities. Yes, we do some form of field testing, but in terms of actually going through the system, trying to understand each aspect of it, including where will they sit for the training, those are the kinds of checks that we don't really end up doing. And with ASDMA, I think what RedR has now started doing, that is actually implementing projects, is extremely good in terms of building up our own capacities and our own skills, and to bridge this gap that we have built between us and the real world out there. So even simple things like a person wants to leave a training program. There are three different departments that have to give us a signed NOC before we can let them go. Even if a person's father is dying, we've had to face that problem. But the questions that each of these groups are asking is very valid. They say, what if she's eloping? Will you take the responsibility for that? No, it's a government, ASDMA, who has brought her here. And so we should take the final responsibility for her, which means there are processes that are involved. So this aspect, this reality check of actually implementing a program has helped me look through things in a much, much more realistic, doable fashion, which I think is something that RedR should cultivate more. It'll bring us closer to reality. As far as the experience working with the government, and I've always responded with this, why do they want that? We've already done this. Now, why do they want that? But then when you face these different questions from different people, including the World Bank or the government, or say a training center like CTI or RTC, and you sit down and you try to connect the dots, there are a lot of aspects which we tend to miss out in terms of how do these dots connect with each other. How does a training center, which is supposed to run this program for the next 5 or 6 years, relate to what we have given? It makes me question RedR's own philosophy and style of training, because when we come to the practical sessions, etc., I find that the RTC's or CTI's way of, a police method of doing it, having drills in the morning, having very specific rule-based rigid systems to look at all these aspects. their classes, when we do the final analysis, we find that their mode of teaching has given us much better outputs in the practical exam than our mode of teaching, where we do group discussions and practical sessions, which are okay. We do the practical sessions and we leave it at that. But we are not rugged enough. Our system is not rugged enough to finally bring out the right kind of skills that are required in an emergency. So how do we now, do we accept that their police mode of, the highly disciplined mode of training are we going there to change that? Or are we ending up this 1 year having a different idea about what are the skills that really require the ruggedness to it? And what should be the systems that we can go ahead with, a group discussion form of a training? What are the things where just sensitization and awareness creation is necessary? What are the things where actual skill, and that skill has to be dinned into them, so that when there is an emergency, the muscle memory takes over. So, this thing of questioning our own styles, our own way of delivering trainings, all these have been great learnings for me, which I think I would love to discuss with the RedR community, especially with the trainers and the capacity builders, to see how best do we redesign our own programs to ensure that the output is what the client actually desires. So here, not just talking to the people, not just talking to the stakeholders, but also looking at, finally, at the end of the day, what is the value addition that we are providing? What are the kinds of skills that we are providing? What are we asking the government? The very pertinent question that the government asked me was, why should I have another trainer when I'm already paying RedR so much on this? That is a very legitimate question. So what is the value addition that we're bringing to a training where there are 3 or 4 different types of training institutions involved? What are the roles and responsibilities of each of these institutions? At the end of the day, what is the value add that we are providing? Well, one of the value additions that we saw was a definite change in how CTI was also doing their trainings, where they also slowly started involving the people in a question answer session, the participants in a question answer session, or looking at group discussions as a form of eliciting more information from the participants. That definitely is a plus point. What are we taking up as value adds from these remains to be seen. And I, for one, would definitely be happy if we could have a much more serious discussion on these kinds of training methodologies that we are promoting and we continue to promote. Hopefully not say that this is all that we will promote. But knowing RedR India and knowing the way RedR has, what you were saying, sir, Prasadji, you were saying earlier that we will have to repackage ourselves and all that. I think over the last 20 years, RedR has been reinventing itself in various ways. Some did work, some did not work, but that is the nature of the beast. Everything will not work in the same style, and you will have to work with 10 solutions to find at least one solution that worked. So the way RedR has been reinventing itself, I'm sure we will also find a way to hold on to our place as one of the best training and capacity building institutes in India. So I look forward to that, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your words, and it was very much enriching and knowledgeable for all of us. And since we have been talking quite a lot since the beginning of the session, we have a slight different activity which we have prepared, and my sir is all set to play that activity. So I request an online quiz competition. All of you have to be ready with your own mobile phones. You can see your questions in the screen and select the answers in your phone. So there will be a QR code. You can scan that, or else you can type the name of the website also. And I request that everybody put their right name while joining the game, because we also have a certificate distribution for the winners. So I hand over now this to Putmai sir. Sir, you're muted if you are saying something. Sir, you are muted. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And let me share the screen. Yeah. Can you all see the screen? You should be having a screen
Yes.
called. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to host this screen live, and please log in into kahoot.it, or there will be a QR code coming up. You can just screen the QR code. Please go to kahoot.it and you can put the screen, or you can straight away scan the QR code. There are 10 questions. Fastest fingers first. Once you put your names, you will be able to log in. Yes, we see some joining in. AR. It would be great if you can use your own names, because it might be difficult for us to identify. I request Shahjahan, Analia not to take part in this. You all know the questions,
Sir,
at
I
least
don't
part
know
of the
the questions. I
some
don't think Shah
questions.
Jahan sir knows the question. We didn't share with him.
Oh, okay, fine.
But I have forgotten. And you changed the questions also.
Yes, I have changed
I'm
few
not playing.
questions. Okay, fine. All right, we have 23 parties, 25. Great. Some more people. I know that some of you are traveling and so on, so it might be difficult. Let's start the game. At any point, in case if you drop off, still um, the game pin will be on the side, kahoot.it, and put the game pin. You will be able to see this game pin. Wonderful. In the interest of time, let's start. You will have 10 questions. All of them are multiple choices. And all that you need to click on your screen is the right answer. All right. There are a few questions about radar, and all others are about various standards from the sphere. Right. All right. Let's start. So the first question comes up. Each question you get 30 seconds to answer. One of the easiest questions.
You come only for one day.
I like.
You will be flying off tonight or?
No, I'll be going. No, I'll be going Saturday morning.
Oh, Saturday morning. Well, Mama will come tomorrow, she said.
अच्छा
कल सुबह.
कल सुबह छोले भटूरे बना दें.
I'll ask her.
बताया
Amit,
नहीं.
if you can keep your volume down.
Amit,
10 of you got it
sorry.
right. 10 of you got it right. It is 2003, the year of incorporation. Yes, thank you so much. So that's Analia. I don't know who is Yasam. All right. Let's go to the next question. Which core principle ensures the RedR does not take sides in political? All four are, but which principle ensures neutrality, ensures these values that we do not take side? Wonderful. 18 of you got it right of the 22 answers, and it is neutrality that ensures that RedR does not take sides in political, racial, or religious controversies. Pradeep ji coming up. Bala has moved 4 positions up. The third question: which crisis is the touch point of Peter Guterres starting RedR? Humanitarian crisis in Uganda, the Middle East crisis of the 70s, earthquake in Congo and African countries, a boat crisis in Vietnam. Well, only 6 got it right. It is the boat crisis of Vietnam, when people from Vietnam were running as refugees on the boats, trying to move to other countries, to Indonesia, Malaysia, and other countries. It is said that more than 200,000 people had died in various boat capsizes, both on their own or were attacked by others. So it is in that context Peter was also serving the people, the refugees in Malaysia and Indonesia, and that's what inspired him to start RedR when he went back to England, and with the initial funding start funding by Oxfam, he started RedR. Thank you so much. Let's see how many got you right. Wow, Pradeep ji and Prasad moved up. Great. Bapu is the highest climber. What is the golden hour in disaster response? One of the easiest ones. 60 minutes immediately before storm, first 60 minutes after a disaster event, time it takes for emergency responses to come in, time when rescue can take place. 7 of you got it right. And that is first 60 minutes after a disaster event. Bala is back. Pradeep ji is rocking with almost 1,000 points ahead. What is the recommended minimum distance between shelters in a settlement to reduce the risk of fire? Between each shelter, what should be the minimum distance? 18 answers. 14 of you got it right. It is 2 meters. 2-meter distance between each shelter is the minimum requirement to prevent fire from spreading. Okay. Dr. Pravir has climbed up 9 places. Arrange the following. So now you will have to arrange. There are going to be multiple of them. Arrange the following in the order they appear in the sphere handbook. Which sector comes first, which sector second. Here you have 60 seconds to reorganize the things. You need to use your finger in case if you are using your smartphone. On laptops or computers, you need to drag them up or down. In the order they appear in the sphere handbook. Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. Wash. Wow. Only 2 of you got all right. It is wash, food, shelter, health. Wash, food and nutrition, shelter, and then health. The order in which appears in the sphere handbook. Bhala is up. And Pradeep ji is rocking. In sphere standards, what is the minimum distance that your toilet should be located from the water source? Distance between toilet and the groundwater source. Oh, sorry. It's my error. It's 20 meters. Should have been the right one. Am I right, Pradeep ji? Washman? Or is it 30?
It's 30.
It is 30. It is 30. Wonderful. So often it is said as 20, but the water source and the toilet is 30 meters. Wonderful. Wait a minute, please. I think since I asked Pradeep ji, it has gone off. Sure. Is my screen not visible?
So we can see your screen.
You can see my screen, but are you seeing the right screen? That's the point. Okay, let me go to the screen. Okay. You're able to see the Kahoot results. It is 30 meters. We go to the next question. Analia, you're able to see, right? All of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can go to the next.
Okay, great. All right. Vinod moved up. Vinod Menon sir moved up by 6 positions. 8th question, which of the following areas is now included in the sphere as part of essential health care? Palliative, dental, child health, mental health. Out of these 4, one was added in the 2018 edition. Which is that? It's palliative care, Wonderful palliative care, and that's what got added. Mental health and child health were already there, and dental health is not added. It's not in sphere. Palliative care was added after that. So mental health and child health were already pre-existing, even in the older versions. So it is palliative care that is right, and no one has got it right. So the score hasn't changed. Pradeep ji is still maintaining a distance of 1200 points. What is the average daily energy requirement for a pregnant woman recommended in the SPEAR book? Please note this. It's a pregnant woman. Hey, it is 2,400. 2,100 for normal persons, 2,400 for pregnant women, 2,700 for a woman with a baby, right? A lactating mother gets 2,400. Money moved up 6 positions. Pradeep still maintaining it. And the last question, multi-select. So this one has more than one correct answer. This question has more than one correct answer. You need to tick off those 2 or 3, whatever you feel is right. Which of the following are not explicitly stated as a right under the Humanitarian Charter? Which are not rights under the Humanitarian Charter? Wonderful. So it is right to return and right to participate. These 2 are not mentioned as a right under the Humanitarian Charter. Right to life with dignity, humanitarian assistance, and right to protection and security are human rights. Although right to return is, they have no right to return. They can be protected, they can be kept. The principle of non-refoulement only says that they cannot be sent back, but no one can ask that they must be sent back. Right to return is not a right. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's look at the final podium. Analia on the 3rd position, Bhala second, and Pradeep ji on top. Second. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And we have Murthy, Chinmay, Shubhra, and everyone else. Menons are there, I believe, on the 6th position, and everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So, do we have any prize distribution for being on the podium?
Yeah, we do have, ma'am. We have a certificate. Our technical team, Murthy and Mutturaja, they are collecting the names, and now they will be on the way to write the names in the certificate. We have already prepared the template and kept. So a final certificate distribution would be there.
Just for the record, there are people who don't know Bhalla would be me, so please don't forget me out of the stadium.
Okay. Okay, now we have a video. So we have a video prepared to acknowledge the special contributors who supported our throughout the last year. So I request Murthy to share the video.
Welcome to RedR India's annual day celebration. Today we are proud to host our volunteer recognition ceremony, honoring the members who dedicated their time and heart to our organization throughout our 23rd year. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to our members who have extended invaluable voluntary support to our mission during this past year. First, we recognize Mr. Xavier Thomas. We are honored to present this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Xavier Thomas in recognition of his significant contributions to RedR India's activities. Next, we honor Mr. Ghanshyam Jethwa. This certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Mr. Ghanshyam Jethwa, recognizing his sincere commitment to volunteering for RedR India. We also recognize Mr. Deepak Malik. It is our pleasure to present this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Deepak Malik for his dedicated service and contributions to our activities. We are honored to recognize Ms. Sujata Kodag. We proudly present this certificate of appreciation to Ms. Sujata Kodag in recognition of her commitment to our shared humanitarian goals. Our sincere thanks go to Ms. Chinmay Himani. This certificate is proudly presented to Ms. Chinmay Himani in recognition of her voluntary contributions to RedR India. We also recognize Mr. Shaheen bin Saraz for his hard work and commitment. It is an honor to present this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Shaheen bin Saraz for his ongoing dedication to our humanitarian activities. We now honor Mr. Binod Gamir. This certificate is proudly presented to Mr. Binod Gamir in recognition of his dedicated service to RedR India over the past year. We would also like to recognize Mr. Amit Tandon. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Mr. Amit Tandon for his voluntary service and commitment to our organization's activities. Next, we honor Ms. Archana Ganesh. We are proud to present this certificate to Ms. Archana Ganesh in appreciation of her ongoing support and volunteering efforts. We also recognize Mr. Subrat Dash. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Mr. Subrat Dash in recognition of his significant voluntary contributions. Our recognition also goes to Mr. Rahul Pandit. We proudly present this certificate to Mr. Rahul Pandit in appreciation of his dedicated and voluntary service. We are honored to recognize Dr. Rohit Sharma. This certificate is presented to Dr. Rohit Sharma in recognition of his valuable contributions to our organization's ongoing activities. We would also like to thank Mr. Amir Ali for his hard work and commitment throughout the year. It is our pleasure to present this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Amir Ali for his dedicated voluntary service. We now shift our focus to the members who have made significant contributions to the growth and business development of RedR India. We honor Mr. Rahul Dey for his instrumental role in our business development. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Mr. Rahul Dey in recognition of his significant contributions to business development. We are honored to recognize Ms. Shubhra for her impact of dedicated service to RedR. This certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Ms. Shubhra, recognizing the impact of her dedicated service to RedR India. Next, we honor Mr. Sarbjit Singh Sahoda. We are proud to present this certificate to Mr. Sarbjit Singh Sahoda in appreciation of his ongoing support and commitment to our mission. We also recognize Mr. Tithal Parmar. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Mr. Tithal Parmar in recognition of his significant contributions to the business development. To all our volunteers, your time, effort, and heart made this year truly special. Thank you for your continued dedication to our community.
Thank you for the team working behind this video, and we also express our gratitude to all the contributors. Now I request Udmay sir, he has a special address for us. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nalia. And thank you all the team for putting these two videos together because it took quite a bit of effort. Mutraj, Nalia, Murthy, Shah Jahan, some of these people all the time working together and putting these things together. Thank you so much for yesterday and today. I have a small little presentation for now, which will help me so that I don't miss out on anything. Give me a second, please. So first, I would like to thank everyone because that's the most important thing at the end of the year. Last year, about the same time when we had this event and when Meghna was cutting the cake there, we were really, in a sense, just we were about to crawl. We had seen the bad days, but at least we were able to look upon our eyes with a smile last year. And today, I believe we are able to walk. And we have hope, a hope that continues to inspire, continues to bring more and more members to be part of the journey. I'm really thankful to each and every one of you, especially, first of all, the three people who are leading three projects. Tina Wilson in Wayanad, amidst so many challenges, taking care of the Tata supported project. Annie and Pradeep both of them giving everything that they can, and they are putting their heart and sweat and blood into the project, leading the team, leading negotiations, building those partnerships that I'm sure will be great learning, not only for themselves, but also to every trainer, every member who has been visiting these places, and the entire team in Assam that is putting up very, very inspiring stories for us. So it is in the field, behind the scenes, and in spirit. Many of you, as we have shown, have supported you. Whenever I said that I need volunteers for this particular thing, there had been more than what we required. Not that every time we could even use your volunteerism, because we had more than that. And that was the spirit that helped me, helped the team in Pune, helped each one of us remain strong, vigilant, and inspired. And all that we are able to do today is because of your heart, your willingness. Thank you so much. You have shown that it is truly a member-led organization. But today, during this presentation, I also want to open up this this avenue for you to participate in the business interest of RedR India as well. We are going through huge struggles today. We have been going through so much of competition in the market. Everything is all about how do we present your responding to RFPs. There are so many institutions who have galore of money to put in and remain there. We are, from that perspective, still small. But at the same time, all that we have is the energy that you give us. We have also started tech as a service. Last year, we were able to do a couple of projects where we were able to bring in technology and give service to various organizations, to the government in a very special way. Sarabjiji brought one of the projects, a couple of projects, and then we were able to do in multiple places. We also got other opportunities elsewhere. We have also brought in a lot of AI-assisted workflows that we are able to build. In fact, I'm not sure how many of you have recently been to the RedR India's website or to the roster.redrindia.org or various other sites that we have now building and in-building within, which are giving so much of data analytics. Even the roster.RedR India, which is your site, you can go and see what talents, what resources, what kind of capacities we have. We can also do analysis of various members and their capacities. So a lot of these opening data analytics and real-time support to each and every one of you is taking place. We have also built our own forms.google, instead of using forms.google.com, which we used to often use the Google Forms, which we famously call it. Now we have our own RedR Forms. This is to ensure that we are GPDP compliant, that we are ready for data compliant laws that come in the market, comes in the government, so that when we are doing trainings and outside, we can use our own data restrictions and data compliances. We have built our own staff team, staff management platform has been one of the fantastic one and one of the lightest one that we have built. And in fact, your own today, anyone can apply for RedR membership online and you can be part of that. It's so easy. I will show you a bit of it when I complete this this presentation. RedR is member-led. Now you can share in how it grows. You can share in how it grows. So there are a number of ways you can also participate in the business development of RedR. One of the things is you can bring in projects. You can write RFPs. And if the RFP succeeds, you could be part of that business development as a business development consultant, and you can your salary or your project or your work effort can be put into that project itself. So please bring in projects. We are running with a very, very small, lean team, and therefore we want you to bring in. If you feel that your time does matter and it is of value, so we would like to thank you from that perspective. You can also be an individual consultant. Often, sometimes organizations call you out for as an individual consultant, but they cannot immediately take you. They would like to take you. They would like to bring you in as an through an organization. Please give RedR India's. Often UN agencies, or recently, in fact, one of our members, Amit Tandon, just to name, he had a project with the UNDP, and the UNDP requested that his contract be come through an recognized organization, and we are registered with the UNDP, and so he brought the project to us. So RedR takes 10% or 20%, whatever, those can be negotiated, and the rest of the money goes to you. So these are ways you can help build, not necessarily that only the team, that's a very lean team that is sitting out in different parts of the country need to work, but you can be part of growth of RedR India. That's exactly what we have mentioned here. You can share in the way how RedR grows. Be our ambassadors wherever you go with your organizations, your networks, in social media. Please refer to RedR. We have also now building the RedR's WhatsApp channel, RedR's YouTube channel. Both are becoming more and more active, more and more open. Please do lead us to people. Please do lead us to organizations, institutions. Speak about RedR. Tag RedR in your social media. These are little ways that you can easily help RedR grow. You can be the biggest ambassador of RedR India. Join our WhatsApp channel. Not all RedR members have joined the WhatsApp channel. We have right now, of course, it is very new, but we request you because that's where we will continue to show our training calendars, field updates, member news straight to your phone. So project date, say a training is taking place, the photos will come in here. So you can be very active. We want to build an very, very active. The idea was to how do we engage youth? How do we engage Gen Z? This is going to be one of the ways that we will be, and certainly we will think more ideas. We will build those ideas and we'll work upon. In fact, our DRRCCA club, which is running in roughly about 150 colleges, we are struggling to find funds to support that. If we get some funds, we will be able to reach more and more youth through our DRRCCA clubs in these colleges and universities. And that is Gen Z. We should be able to reach. So please do help. Please do support. Let RedR grow. And in the process, we all, as a team, as members of RedR, we grow. At the end of the day, RedR is not an institution. It is you and I put together. We are RedR. Thank you so much. And cheers to each one of us. Here is to the year ahead. I'll just show you the RedR India's website. Give me a second. Yes. So this is the RedR India's business console from which we are managing all your activities.
Sir,
in fact, as
only
I
we
mentioned,
can see your PowerPoint.
Oh, okay. Just a second. This is the RedR India's business console from which we are operating. You can see the staff. So this is the we manage the staff from here, their roles, successes, even the staff attendance is managed from here. No, and approvals, leave approvals, all are digitized today. The trainings we create, and you can even see the training analytics from here. Each training, how many, who has participated, every training analytics is available to the team. We have even training certificates are managed from here, various designs that you are getting. You can see so many types because this is from here. The certificates are managed. Then you have the members site where we have the members applications that come in. We review the applications. We check exactly what you have done. Like for example, member Ranjit Singh has updated his thing. So we check if he has brought in new talent, new skill, if he has built up, then we are able to approve it. We check, cross check all these and we do. And we can also do all these analytics from here. This is internal. At the same time, you also have, we are building the student and young professionals, which we are going to open up. If you go to, are you able to see roasted.redarindia.org?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you go to roasted.redarindia.org, you can see the numbers. All of this data gets automatically updated, right? And you can complete your profile from here, every bit and piece. You can also see which states, which country, experience, domain expertise, every bit of it coming from here, language skills, and every lot of things, the number of certifications that they have received, all that can be analyzed. And you can also go to this site. Let's say, for example, we put WASH. So you want people with WASH skills, immediately the system gives you all the data information. And in case if an organization wants it, all that they need to do is request contact info, and it will take them in. If they are an organization, they need to register, and then the mail comes to us for asking for people. So there are a lot of ways that the system has been updating, and we have been building our tech capabilities thanks to one of our young members, Mandiramurthy, who has been our staff for the last 1 year and has been building so many capabilities within our system. We have now, if you go to redarindia.org, the website has been also redesigned. You can have everything, a lot of insights. In case if you want to write, please, this is the place. You can also have a blog. Please let us know. You can write blogs. You can write about your projects, about the work that you do, your experiences. Members, we can, those who want, we can open it up for you. You can directly write it, your story, your inspirations, or whatever you want to say. It comes to us and we just approve it, and it will automatically appear on the site. So this is the blog site for RedR, plus a lot of other stuff that is being updated and brought in. Thank you so much. If you have anything to say, one or two of you, I am all ears. Before I give this mic, I give it to the president's address.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now for the presidential address,
wait a minute. If anybody wants to ask, yes.
Okay, yes.
If anybody wants to say, other members also, they can have some time. Any members, anyone would like to go? Okay, looks like no one wants to go. Analia, please proceed.
Yes, sir. So it's my honor to invite Professor Vinod Chandra Menon, sir, to share his thoughts with us. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Analia. I think this has been a real treat from all of you to basically look at the changing image of RedR India and the changing skill sets and toolkits from RedR India for the new humanitarians. And when I say new humanitarians, the role of every disaster management professional, every climate change activist, a climate action activist, is changing so rapidly, so dynamically that we need to also start reskilling ourselves. And I think that is probably one of the biggest messages which we can take from this Foundation Day event, which all of you have put together. And I think it's very important that we need to reskill ourselves. We need to be more proficient in the new lexicon and the new taxonomy of resilience building. And the new terms are coming in, new tools are coming in, and we find that actually when you ask a question to ChatGPT, it is mentioned that it is actually using up 0.3 milliliters to 500 milliliters of water. I think on every day, ChatGPT is using 100 million liters of water. If this is actually the way in which things are changing and information is actually it's being facilitated through data centers in different countries around the world, especially when we are facing acute water shortages. I think we need to start thinking about technology and how we will be able to suggest ways of using our own resources and our own skill sets and our own tools. Because we're talking now about headless AI, we are talking about brain as a system, BaaS, like we talk in terms of SaaS. Now they're talking about headless AI and BaaS, brain as a system. And if you look at ChatGPT and Cloud and Gemini and DeepSeek and all the platforms are actually getting challenged every day by young people, young professionals sitting and coming up with new tools which are actually able to provide problem-solving solutions by basically using the expertise of professionals. AI is actually also having human brain, which is actually helping them to do that. You have the LLMs, you have the large language models, but at the same time, the way in which this crunching is happening, this data mining is happening, is by the tools which have been provided by human beings helping to create platforms which can actually address this. And I think that is very important. And that is where I see the new humanitarians using technology as a service. I saw that, it was being used in one of the slides, technology as a service. And if you really look at the skill sets and toolkits for problem solving which are needed for contemporary, disasters and extreme weather events and climate change, we would need to basically start looking at the way in which disasters are actually becoming more and more complex. We talk in terms of complex humanitarian emergency. And so with people like Rahul Pandit over there and many others who have been actually responding to different disasters, preparing for, responding to, and recovering from disasters. And if we can actually use our own skill sets and our own toolkits to be more efficient and effective in problem solving, and I think that is where RedR India will really stand out among all the organizations which are actually engaging in capacity building, training, and human resource development. I would like to take the instance from Kerala, where the way in which infant mortality was reduced when the capacity building of women and maternal education was actually being provided, we saw that as women's literacy keeps climbing, you find the infant mortality declining. These curves actually, you can see the effect of education of girl child and girls in schools and colleges, how that is actually impacting social development and what is the social impact of these kind of policy interventions. And that is very important. So I think we need to also be aware of the tools available for big data analytics, for geoinformatics, for IoT and AI, robotics, and even use of AI, even use of UAVs, the drones for damage assessment. If we can actually start looking at technology tools for pDNA, for post-disaster damage and needs assessment, and so on, I think that would be really very useful. We hear about augmented reality, we hear about virtual reality, we talk about AI, IoT, and robotics, and many other tools. And I think we need to see how technology can actually make the humanitarians more effective. we need to really look at that opportunity. And if you really look at the semantic web or Web 3.0, you find that there are many tools which are coming up with young people, 20-year-old, 25-year-old young professionals are actually coming up with new tools which can actually expand and, really exponentially improve our own efficiency. And we need to really understand that. I think when you really look at the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning, we find that there are many companies which are actually doing, extremely effective work in terms of being incubators, aggregators, and the way in which they can actually support very small startup firms which have innovative ideas. And I think there are many such organizations which are working in many parts of the world, and I think we need to really understand that. How can we improve anticipatory risk governance? How can we improve early warning and multi-hazard early warning systems? I think we need to really look at opportunities like that. And in terms of capacities, I think networking and partnership building becomes extremely important. So I would like to make an appeal to all of us attending this event and also taking these ideas forward, that the strength of a chain is in its weakest link. And what is the weakest link in disasters? It is the community on the ground which becomes really the weakest link if they are vulnerable, if they are weak. But if we empower them, we can find that the chain becomes much stronger. Empowered communities, so community-based disaster risk reduction, engaging with CBOs, engaging with CSOs, and engaging with faith-based organizations, and engaging with community-based organizations, like the example of Kudumbashree in Kerala, or Mahila Samakhya, or the Jivika ladies in Bihar. We have several such instances when we can actually see the communities actually doing that. I think I'll stop here, but I would like to basically say that when our own definitions of weaker sections and vulnerable sections need to change, and we need to use the power of the human being, the power of individuals to really take things forward, the power of the youth, the power of students, the power of elderly people, the power of housewives. I think if we can all put that together, that will be a huge opportunity. We have wonderful people attending this event, people with a lot of experience, a lot of ideas, and I would really request your support in terms of taking the ideas of RedR India forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We have been inspired by each time you speak, and you have been a great motivation and support to me and to the team. My personal thanks to you, sir. And I want to recognize that in this meeting. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. So I request, as I had mentioned before, that we do have certificates for the quiz winners. So I request Murthy to share the certificates on the screen. So I think first we'll go by third position, which is me. Maybe a round of applause for myself. And now I think you can move to the second position, who was Valerie Agarwal. Congratulations. Then first position for Pradeep, sir. Congratulations, sir. It was a fun and engaging activity. In fact, a knowledgeable kind of activity, so that we can bring everybody's attention into this event. So now I request we are reaching the conclusion of this event, and before we conclude, we have final vote of thanks by Group Captain Shahjahan Abdi, retired. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nalia. Good evening, everyone. As we come close to this wonderful Foundation Day celebrations, it's a rare privilege and honor to be proposing the vote of thanks. Today has been more than just an anniversary day or an anniversary day celebration. It's been a celebration of purpose, of partnerships, and above all, what RedR stands for: people. People at the core of its heart and its execution in the field, who all believe that humanitarian action has the power to transform lives. That belief is a central core that pushes us. And on behalf of RedR India today, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our president, Professor Vinod Chandra Menon, for his inspiring address and his unwavering vision and leadership that has always guided RedR India, as the ED just brought out. Our sincere thanks are next to our Executive Director, Mr. Pudumai Nazreen, for his warm welcome speech, his special address where he outlined the challenges that RedR faces, the improvements that have been done, and the tough 18 months or so that he's navigated this organization through turbulent times and turbulent waters. Also, thanks to him for putting the quiz together. It was a lot of fun, though he barred me from playing it. None of the questions were repeated, but I did enjoy it from the sidelines. Thank you, sir, for that. And Analia, well done. You competed with a lot of stalwarts and you did very well. And yes, at this moment, it is important to reflect on our executive director's tireless commitment in taking RedR India from strength to strength. And with the with a small team that he has, it's really a challenge that he gets done so much from so little of us. We are deeply also grateful to our distinguished speakers, Sarabjit Singh Sahota sir, Mr. Tanaji Sen, and Mr. Prasad Sevakari. Their inputs, insights, and their sessions were absolutely valuable. Their experiences cannot be replaced. Their wisdom is being so central to what we want to learn and we want to take forward. And it keeps reminding us why humanitarian work matters. My heartfelt appreciation goes to project leads Annie George and Pradeep Barwad. Their insights were absolutely, what do you say, thought provoking, and it can only get us better from where we are in terms of our course delivery and the impact that we make in the field. And it is leads like these, leadership like this, that translates RedR India's vision into meaningful action across communities that is measurable, and we can feel the impact there. My very special word of thanks would be to Ms. Valerie Agrawal, who won the second prize incidentally, for being kind enough to volunteer and put the video messages together from the members that we watched today. That video was just more than a documentary. It captured voices, it captured journeys, it captured memories and shared experiences. And most importantly, what stood out for me was, as one of the members said, that you go wherever in the humanitarian space, there is a RedR community and you are so warmly supported and you receive support. I guess that's what RedR's legacy is, and that's where we stand today. I also thank all the members who contributed the individual messages. Our appreciation also goes to our special contributors who were recognized today for their contribution to RedR. May their tribe grow and may RedR grow strength to strength on basis of such contributions. Events like these that we had today appear smooth and flawless, but it takes hours of planning and teamwork. And so, big thank you to the backend team, everyone who put together their time and got this going for all of us. As we celebrate another milestone, our 23rd year, just want to leave you with a simple thought that the true measure of an organization is not the number of years that it has existed, but the number of lives it has touched and the hope that it has inspired. I guess our heart that way is in the right place, guided by such experienced people that we have around us. Thank you all for your presence today, your support, and your continued partnership. With that, a very heartfelt thank you to everyone. Thank you and good evening.
One small bit of thanks to two people here sitting out with me. One is far off there is Dr. Shalinda, and that is Dr. Bali. Bali has been taking me around to ensure that I am in a place with better internet, and Shalinda offered her house for sitting and doing this because yesterday I could not do my best. Thanks to Dr. Shalinda and to Dr. Bali, both of them for taking care of me today. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot. God bless you all. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you, Tanaji.
You all a very good
Pleasure.
evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Best
Thank you.
wishes to you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sudosh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Finally,
all.
we get to
Thanks,
see
everyone. Thank
Tanaji.
you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm trying to see Tanaji's hair.
Thank you, Valerie.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Bye.
Good
Thank you,
to
sir.
see
Thank
a
you.
lot of people.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Archana.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This is my brother-in-law.
Just.
Or
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hey, so this is our office. Yeah, actually, I joined to check everything.
Right. Prasad sir is coming to office. काय गेला आवाज गेला गेला नाही ती तिकडे बोलते
Ma'am, this banner is new or we have it already? We are reusing it every year.
This-
Yeah, that one.
Papu has done it today.
Oh, it gives the birthday feeling actually.
I told him if you want to decorate the office, then he has decorated over here also. If you can see.
Yeah, that side actually we'll have to show everybody that yes, we have done that somewhere.
See, on the windows he has put in the frills type of. So now you can see the whole of office. So all these things on the windows and all balloons and all he has put up.
But there is just two people, right? You and him only would be there, no?
Professor is coming.
Who?
Prasad Sekari.
Okay.
So he's coming to office. We had called Menon sir also, but Menon sir is currently in Kerala. So he'll be joining online now.
Okay.
So,
but I was wondering, like Menon sir is doing so many things. How is he managing all those things, or is he still doing it and he has the time to attend the entire session? He's nicely sitting throughout the session. I'm like, how do you manage it? And he's still faculty, still so many things, and I'm like, okay.
every time, like for any work, he's been like that. I don't know how he manages.
That is why I was asking my sir in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then
he's the youngest of all of us. We haven't created any banner, no? Which we were talking about putting it everybody's background.
No. Recently, we have not created anything.
Good evening, Alia.
Good evening.
Good evening, Meghna ma'am. Good. This reminds me that I'm on the right link and the right place.
Yeah.
Upload it. Otherwise, some link I click and I go somewhere. Oh wow, आपने लगाया भी है 23rd. Wow, nice.
ये बापू ने किया है सब.
अच्छा, great, great. We started 6.
6.
6, na? How's it in Pune? Is it raining?
Not so much. Drizzling, we can say.
Okay.
But I mean, last week it was raining just for a couple of days, maybe not more than that. Before that, a week before that, we had continuous rains for at least 4-5 days. Then again, it has stopped. Now again, it has started drizzling. Intermittent drizzling is happening.
Great.
Nalia, Annie and Pradipji will be there, no?
Making sense.
Sir, can you मेसेज आला बघ एअरटेलच्या बापूचा. बापू, एअरटेलची मोबाईल सेवा बंद आहे. टेक्निकल इश्यूमुळे. एअरटेल बदलून टाकले पाहिजे ऍक्च्युअली. गुड इवनिंग मोती जी.
How do we pronounce her name? It is Valluri or Vallari? What is the exact name? Vallari.
Vallari Agarwal.
Vallari Agarwal. Okay.
Yeah.